guys go ahead and you enter into the tower, and you hear some clattering up the stairs. I'll be with you in just a minute. I just need to... And you just hear, like, thumps and, like, something, like, sliding and a crash. And he's like, yes, that's where it belongs. And he, like, comes downstairs and... Hello again.
Hi,
Do you still have the...
They know.
Oh, do you still have the dragon?
I do, and I pull him.
No, don't tease the books around here.
I don't think he breathes fire. She's just holding him like a weird puppy. I don't think he breathes fire. Do you breathe fire?
And he, like, puffs a thing of smoke in your face.
Oh. Well, it's not very big.
It takes one match.
But he's so happy.
He's, like, just, like, pointing at the jar.
She, like, begrudgingly puts him in his jar.
Thank you. What is it that you were wanting? As he, like, hands remember a bowl of pretzels.
Angrod has more questions, but we were looking for maps of, like, the surrounding areas, because we're going to Giron, and also I brought you a gift. And then I, like, give him the book about dragon. I, like, scribbled down those notes that you gave me earlier of, like, the biting and all the blood and stuff, and, like, then I had, like, wrote in it from Safine to Elazar. And then I tack on and kind of remember, but not really. And then give it to him.
This is a lovely book. And he's, thank you very much. And he just, like, slides it on a shelf.
The ambiance of Orlando.
That's not my music.
Elisa, do you happen to have any spell books or spell scrolls around?
She whips your accent out. It's perfect.
You know what? You unsheath your accent and it's perfect.
It's not.
Well, I don't think I have anything that I haven't already given you, if I've given you any. I'll have to think on that one.
Well, I believe we are leaving tomorrow, so it might have to be a quick think.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yes, we have business in Garon.
How far into Garon?
Scabcaster.
Right in the middle.
Scabcaster.
I don't know. I think we're going further than that, actually, but I don't remember what it's called.
We're gonna be all up in that.
I think that should be the joke. Instead of us being like, have you ever heard of D-bags? It'll be everybody else being like, oh my god, did you ever meet this bard on the road? His name was D-bags. And we're gonna be like, who? What is that?
D-bags.
He's like a local legend, and we're like, what are you talking about? Why is everybody obsessed with this guy?
We're going to Scabcaster, but there's somewhere farther that we're going.
Well, how far?
Watervale. Watervale?
Yeah.
You're going to the capital.
Yes, and to
Okay.
Scabcaster.
Scrabcaster.
Hicktown.
Yeehaw, bang bang.
That's where the fantasy rednecks live.
Well, I can give you a traveling map. It's probably a bit out of date, but it shouldn't be too bad.
That would be very helpful, thank you.
Alright, let me go find that for you. And he goes off into the stacks.
Did you ask about books as far as, like, about Giron? Or did you just...
I'm still just looking for spells.
Oh, gotcha. Would there be books here about Giron that we could, like, read through to get an idea of, like, what it's like there? Because I'm assuming there would be, because
Probably.
there'd be people from Giron.
No magic.
No privacy.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
No problems. Toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world.
That sounds
But a beer in my hand.
a redneck ass thing to say.
I was like, that's in a country song,
It's
isn't
country
it?
song.
I knew it. Sounded like it.
Okay.
Life is good today. Is how the song goes.
So is my sweet dragon boy a rainbow dragon then?
He's a prismatic.
So he's a rainbow dragon man.
He's prismed colored.
apparently they have attitudes. I read about it. He really is going to be like the dragon from The Girl Who Drank Moon. A sassy little tiny boy.
They're chatty.
They are chatty. Oh no, he's gonna be like a mimic. He's gonna be like, what are those things called when you like don't talk? But,
Ventriloquist.
yeah, so he's gonna be in my hood talking to him and be like,
Be cool.
watch his name really be his. Your
We're just gonna
pronunciation
call him that
is very bad. It's
forever.
Weirded.
If there is not a sequence where we are walking down the street and leans out of her coat to be like, you look like a limp noodle, and it starts to fight, it's gotta happen. We gotta.
He's hanging around with Safine.
Mulan said so.
How is he not gonna lunge forward and go, you wanna fight? And she's gonna be like,
Do you want to
Do
fight?
you want to fight? Do you want to fight?
Do you want to fight? And she's just gonna be like, do you want to fight? He's like, do you want to fight? Shh, I got this.
Be cool.
where?
I need to find a way to make him look like a ferret. Because apparently dragons are more feline-like than they are reptile-like. According to my study.
Actually.
So I'm going to try to figure out a way to shapeshift this boy into a ferret of sorts. Is there any... Oh, maybe I could go to Lavind to see if she can magic like a collar or something.
Does it bother anybody else that we haven't been to the boarding school?
I was
That's
thinking
what
about
Dave
It's
that.
so freaking weird. Like,
I was like,
why is
there's
it
a
here?
boarding school.
Why is this place about boarding school?
Well, you know what that means. We could go find some students from other places
And what?
who have information about other places.
You are correct.
There's probably some
This
Iranian
episode,
kids there.
we pose as school children.
Oh wait.
Remember, walks up with a backwards
Relief.
baseball hat and a skateboard. Hello, fellow teens.
Wait, where are we
Hello,
going?
fellow
Relief?
youths.
Is that where we're going?
No, you're going to.
Gron.
Gron.
Okay, I had it right the first time. Yeah, ignore me.
Hello, fellow youths. That's literally a Brandon from...
We're gonna pull like a 21 Jump Street type thing.
Oh my gosh. That kills me every time you look
Temzin and remember.
This
Wait.
episode, the high school AU.
Where the heck did I... Where is Lavind?
Okay.
Is she the alchemist?
He does. Huh? Yeah, she's the alchemist.
Oh.
All right. So Elazar does manage to find a spell scroll. Cool. Yes. Probably the last one he
We
did
love our
for a
friend.
while, cause I gave you a lot. So you learn by reading this scroll, Shatter. It is a 2nd level evocation spell. It needs a chip of a mica, and I feel like that would be interesting to have to.
Seriously?
Yeah. You're gonna need a spell component, so you need a chip of mica.
Ooh.
So
Just get it.
just do it. Just open.
Yeah! Hold on, let me
Pour it
get
in the guy's tray.
a vestibule for this. I definitely want chips.
Should be.
So here is the description of the spell for everyone else who's learning, like me. And also so that when I listen to this later, I'll know exactly what the hell I was doing. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choosing within range, which is 60 feet. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on this saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
Whoa.
At higher level, when using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each spell slot above 2nd.
It's going to be very cool.
Okay.
Thank you for the potato chips.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Elazar also presents you all with a map, which I'm gonna have to draw later. So I'll get you guys that map before next time. But Elazar does present you with a map that is a little outdated, so we'll see how that plays.
Are there any books on Gron?
A few here and there.
Anything you think that would be helpful for us?
It's an interesting place. I have heard that they have something called clackers that they get around in. They say that they're boxes with feet. I don't know what that means.
They get in them?
Clackers.
They use them to get around. It's very strange.
Like a horseless carriage,
Something like that.
but with feet?
That's what I was told.
That sounds disgusting. I shan't stand for it.
I've heard about another peculiar and interesting tool that they have there. Sounds like they have some interesting tools.
Like what?
Well, I went to this weapon shop earlier, and they had
A broomstick.
what did they call it? The slug, I think, is what they called it. And it was like this weird L-shaped tool, and it had like this pulling mechanism and like a
Trigger.
well, it triggered the pulling mechanism, so it was very peculiar, but it didn't do anything. And they said it was just good to hit people on the head.
That sounds like a curious club.
Right, exactly.
The rest of the campaign is just Daniel trying to figure out how to work a gun. So at the end, like our end game is when Temzin figures out how to fire a gun because then he's a monk with a
And
gun.
then it's gonna be Matrix.
He accidentally
Just
shoots
Matrix.
Fitsum at the end.
Temzin becomes Neo.
Yes. You're the chosen one.
No, I've never received anything or any documents about that sort of thing.
If I were to get, well, I can't imagine a dragon wearing a collar well, but so I need people to see his as a ferret. You know, I'm going to Gron. I can't just be waving a dragon around, and he's only going to be this small for so long.
Yes, that's true. I don't know.
When he gets big enough, he can ride him like a pony.
That will be terrifying.
She just has this horrid gleam in her eyes.
I don't know where you can make him look like a ferret. Would a glamour spell work?
Probably, but I don't think I can cast that. Can you do something like that?
Maybe.
Help me, wizard lady.
Would probably be like an illusion spell.
I'd probably have to get an item that would do it though, because I wouldn't be able to cast that like all the time. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to the alchemist after this. See if
Alright.
she can't hoodoo up something for me.
Best of luck to you.
There's no map makers in town, are there, Elazar? Or someone who would have. Ooh, would Moon, whatever her name is, no? I think she paints.
Moon Snatcher?
That one.
Possibly.
Well, Temzin's got a hot date tonight, so we only have so much time.
Elazar wiggles his bushy eyebrows.
Exactly. She like wiggles them back.
He's a magic man.
He's gonna touch this.
That is exactly how Elazar looks now.
He just looks like Gran Torino from My Hero Academia in my mind. Well, does anyone else have anything?
I can't read.
And then he like goes and gets one of the like learner books and he just like
No, wait a second. I can read that. I learned that one.
No, you did not.
I did great. I know what it says.
No, this one is just about the letters. So this is ah.
Ah.
Yes, this one is b. And he like goes through and the entire, very slowly goes through the alphabet with remember, and he just like hands her the book and he's like, just you practice. Letters together make the words. You read that book very wrong.
I speak 3 languages. Why do I have to know how to read this?
What languages do you speak?
Giant. Whatever we're speaking right now.
Huh?
Whatever they speak in Berlin.
Because speaking a language is different than reading a language.
Why do I have to know how to read if I can speak it?
What if I send you a letter? Then you won't know what I'm telling you.
You would send me a letter?
Yes?
Elzar, if you send me a letter, I will learn to read.
Damn, I'm
Great, I'm going
quadrilingual
to-
as fuck.
Send you a letter wherever you are. You just learn that book, and then you can read it.
We're incredibly excited about getting a letter.
And then he like
Aw.
scribbles down on a piece of paper that just says hi, and he's like, one day you'll learn how to read that. He just like pats it into her hand.
She
Oh,
reverently puts it into her bag.
small man.
He's a magic man.
He is match made. Alright, Ingrid, any other things of business here?
Ingrid.
Sorry, I was too mid-yawn.
Also, any kind of illusion spell that would do that is way too high of a level for me to feasibly cast it every single day.
We
Okay.
have to find an artificer.
What's that? Okay. Fletcher's Cross is a inn.
Yes.
Lori's head, that still gets me every time. Alright. Up and away, I'm going to the Alchemist. Because good old Adele has some illegal shit, I know it. Ooh, I gotta stock up on drugs before I go. I
Alright.
mean, tea.
Thought you weren't doing drugs anymore.
In case I relapse.
I thought
Alright.
God said no.
In case I relapse.
Alright, so you go ahead and enter
I
in.
could be dead soon, who cares?
You enter in and find Lavend like studying over some of the poison that was like left over from what you made. And she's like adding things to it, like scribbling notes down, and then like adding it to other things and scribbling notes down. And she turns and, oh yes, hello.
Hi. I realize you're not an artificer,
No.
but I figure you use magic and might know a friend or two. If I needed a collar, wait, we won't call him a collar. Something tells me he won't wear it. If I needed like a necklace or something shiny that makes one thing look like a ferret, but it's not a ferret, or really any other animal, something plain. Do you know anyone that would do such a thing?
You would likely want an artificer for something like that. That sounds complicated.
It is complicated, but I'm in a pinch and I'm going to give Ron and I need it.
I've heard that they have a black market there.
Yes, that doesn't surprise me. The thing is if I have this hypothetical creature with me and I get caught, it will not be a good time.
I'm very sorry that I can't help you.
I think you would know someone shadier than this.
What sort of alchemist do you take me for?
I don't know, perhaps.
I can give you something to make you think you saw a ferret.
Then I'd have to administer that to so many people, and then it gets tiresome, you see.
And expensive.
Right, and then, you have to put it into the air and things like that, and then it becomes like a problem, and you have to ward it off from yourself, and then your party.
And
It's
then
too
she's
much.
like, and since you're all there, she's like glancing around at all of you, and she's like, all right.
Do you have any interesting new potions?
What if I put a little cape on him? How cute would that
What-
be?
What sort of new potion?
I like the idea of him having a necklace that's way too big.
Well, do you have any health potions or healing potions?
I have a few.
Are they just like standard
They're
healing
just
potions?
standard healing, yeah.
This is the place that had all the fancy potions before, right?
Yep.
Like the different class rolls. Yeah. Is there anything? Do you have any special potions?
Nothing new from the last time I saw you.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should we get some health potions?
I have a couple lesser potions. Oh, I need to buy more tea.
I can do that for you. How much do you need?
How long is our journey?
It's gonna be a while.
I
That's
mean,
like a month.
it's a month?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never had to shop for this long. What are they like? What's the tea like in Garan? Anything good there?
Actually, quite a bit. Their main goddess that they worship, if you don't count the... Really, it's just truth and lies, but their main goddess is a goddess of the harvest. They do quite a bit. Much of my stock comes from merchants traveling in from there.
They're religious, but they don't believe in magic.
It's less that they don't believe in magic, it's more that it's just simply outlawed. There are rumors about the reason why, but of course that happened hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years ago.
What is that?
One of the main rumors that I've heard is that one of their rulers was unable to use magic.
Ooh.
And considering the populace was plenty able, suddenly it was outlawed, saying that it was something that only the gods were able to use. And so it was selectively bred out of their people.
Fascinating.
Now, of course, that is only a rumor, and everyone knows how those get started.
True. Well, I suppose... What would 2 weeks... What's 14 servings? What would that be like?
How much did I charge you for that before? Did you have that written down?
No idea. I was drug induced then, and I don't remember.
I can do a gold if it is a rush order,
Yeah.
which, considering
maybe
this morning,
tomorrow.
I can have it done by this evening for a gold piece.
Alright, sounds good.
And were you interested in any of the potions I had previously? Had Potion of Heroism, Luck of the Halfling, and one called a Go-Glow Potion.
Potion of heroin.
Heroism.
Heroin.
And
That's
that
what
one,
I heard.
Hmm?
I said that's what I heard.
for 1 hour after drinking, you gain 10 temporary health points. You also gain the effects of the Bless spell. So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you add 1d4. That is the Potion of Heroism.
How much is that?
180.
Gold? Mm.
Hot entire damn. We could just get drugs for that much.
Do you have anything that would, tea or herbal wise, that would help with meditation?
Help how? You want
Just
to meditate
relax.
harder?
No,
You want
I've
to...
heard of other people using medicinal herbs to help with meditation.
I have
Devil's
some things that
lettuce.
you can smoke.
Oh, and I'm frowned upon for the tea that I purchased. Very
No,
nice.
that's okay. I just thought maybe if you had some tea that helps somebody relax.
Episode 13.
How
Temzin goes
much-
on a date and buys weed. Same hour.
How much are you wanting to relax?
Just knock me the
Probably
fuck
not
out,
as
man.
far as me.
I don't.
I suppose I have something.
I just didn't know if that was like a thing or not, so I thought I would ask.
Well, not that
See-
I've ever been asked for.
I'll just give you a quarter teaspoon of
That's
what
okay.
I have.
Yes, I think if you just dilute yours, that would be what he's after.
I was just looking for some good tea, but that's okay.
That is rather good tea.
Thought,
Okay.
good.
Prepare to go on a journey, friend.
Alright, never mind.
Gets
Alright.
very uncomfy about drugs.
What's happening with Temzin this week?
He's having a midlife crisis.
He's learning lots of new things. No.
Oh my god.
Alright. I think we're done here.
Yeah, I've accomplished all my goals.
Alright.
No, Minions,
All
don't
right.
go to sleep.
This is Temzin to the group. Does anybody think it would be useful to find like a book on the ecosystem for
What's
like
the apex predator?
hunting and food? Because if we're gonna be traveling for a month, we're gonna need to be able to hunt
I mean,
and
you're right.
fish and get water and that type of crap and like forage. Because I doubt there's gonna be a food stand every.
Every day.
Kids, don't fall asleep yet. Sit up.
Come on.
Eat more M&Ms.
In the interests of time and us not bopping around and asking people questions that we're gonna get denied, let's just assume that we've kind of putted around and listened to a bunch of gossip, and we figured out A, where to get a book about Guran if it exists in a Taysith and White Flag, and B, where I can buy a damn horse.
Yeah, you gotta get a horse.
I gotta get a horse, and I have not been able to find a horse, so I would just assume if we were like walking around and I said the word horse over and over
Horse?
again.
Alright,
Wow,
go
how
ahead.
is it that we got so much done last
Go
week
ahead.
and this week feels
Go ahead and
like-
roll. Go ahead and roll animal
last week, but-
handling 3 times.
Maybe I could just talk to a person.
You could
and
ask
be like,
me
Here's our
to
client.
find
just-
you a horse.
Just
Do you
roll.
know where
Just roll
horses
3
are?
times.
I have animal handling.
That's an 18, and then followed by 6, and this is gonna be a 1. Hey, look at that! You know what that is? That's a 1! That's almost exactly what I rolled last time.
All right. So you rolled an 18.
Like, oh my god,
For-
can we please have a horse?
Nope.
I just want a horse.
I just need a horse. We have the horse to leave.
Stop horsing around.
You rolled an 18 first.
I think
So
Faye's
what I was
saying
going
take the
to
rhino.
say- No, what I was going to say is that it doesn't take you long. You rolled an 18 first. And you managed to find a horse for sale at... Which one would it be? You actually managed to find a horse for sale at the Dragon Tree Inn.
Dragon Tree Inn?
How much does the horse cost?
The horse is going to be 7 gold.
I would like to give the person 7 gold so I can have a horse.
Yes,
Are you gonna
have
try
a
the
horse
horse?
now.
7 gold's not bad. I thought it was way more.
Is it a big horse?
It's big enough for Remember.
Okay. Is it weird?
It's not a weird horse.
Okay.
It is a very basic horse.
Is it like a Clydesdale or something?
It's it's
Like
just
a
about a
big horse?
Clydesdale. Yeah, it's Clydesdale.
I guess I got a horse.
Yay!
Yay! Or as
Oh
you
my
could say,
Name him horse.
It doesn't get a name. I'm not naming it yet.
I named it horse.
Okay, its name is Horse.
hello, horse.
Oh my god.
Horace. His name will be Horace. Or it. I don't know if it's a.
Horse.
Through my
Horse.
Hair tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shot it at Mackenzie.
Yeah.
You don't get it back now.
It's okay, I'm gonna do another one.
Okay.
Come on, we gotta watch Temzin go on a date.
Listen, this isn't gonna happen. It's gonna happen next session because
No, we need
It's
to
almost
get
1
somewhere.
o'clock.
Come on, guys. Hustle.
We've done things. We bought things and also talked to people.
We just fucked around.
Temzin's bought nothing.
Oh, we always
Can
just
you make
fuck around.
poison?
We've only done something important like twice
I
in
want
a year.
to fight something.
Do you have stuff to make poison?
No.
Okay, I will buy you some stuff to make poison.
But you already have
I
poison
will-
that's
I will
done.
give
I have a vial of poison that will mess someone up.
Will it kill them like on the
Yes.
spot
Yes.
from like a couple drops worth?
It'll make him very dead.
A couple of drops worth. I think it'll make them extremely sick and could possibly kill them. But if
Listen,
they
I
ingest
just
the
need
whole
something
thing,
to dip my darts in, so when I
Oh.
throw them at people, they get nicked by the dart and then they
this
die.
poison's way too good for that.
What? That's exactly what I need.
Her poison isn't viscous enough for it to stick to the daggers.
I can make you some though. Business. Business. Numbers.
Okay.
Business. All right. Let's Star Spangled Banner over to Temzin's date.
Alright, so
Have a date.
it is It
Been a long day of shopping.
It has been a long day of shopping. You guys actually went ahead and you managed to get your rations for your journey. You got rations for your horses, just in case. You've filled your water skins. All of that is going to run you... How many days worth of rations did you get?
How many can last?
Should we see what a week's worth of rations will cost
Well,
us?
because at some point, like every day, I can change my spells, so I can make water if that's what I need to do. Like I can once we run out.
You're not being charged for like water.
What's that little city that we were at first?
Hollowbell.
Hollowbell? How far is Hollowbell?
Hollowbell was about 4 days.
We could just get 4 days of rations because we're going to be a
And
Hollow.
then just buy more.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
cheaper
yeah.
Yeah. we might as well.
4 days worth of rations.
It's
I
going
already
to
have a
be
couple
it's
days,
going to be
actually.
20 copper, so 1 silver for
I can take it out of the party fund.
yeah.
Ooh.
So each of you, so it'll be 4 silver for the 4 of you to have full rations for the 4 days. And then did you get a tent? Did you get anything like that or not yet?
A tent. We're sleeping under the stars.
We should get some. I have a
Yeah.
bedroll already.
I think I do as well. Hang on.
I think we should probably get some type of like
Cover.
covering.
How about this? 1 gold apiece, and you each get to pick 5 items.
Okay.
Now the 5 items can be
Oh, I
a set of torches. It can be a bedroll. It can be a length of rope. It can be like, don't try to be like, we bought a cart. Like, no, just like
Yeah.
5 items that you would put into your pack.
Yeah, I had 10 days of rations already.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if now I have 14
I
rations.
think I have something similar.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get a bedroll.
Okay, that's 1.
And
Yeah, I
a
have 10
10.
days of rations.
Yeah, and a 10.
Okay.
Do you not have a bedroll?
No.
Did you not do a starters pack? Oh.
She's a cleric.
What?
She got like a something, another kit. But anyways, a set of torches.
Okay. So it's gonna be 5 torches.
Okay.
How much? Sorry, how much gold are we paying to do this?
You're each putting in 1 gold.
Thank you, accountant.
For 5 things.
Yeah, for 5 things. 5 small items that can go in a pack.
I'm going to get a thing of rope.
Okay. So we will say for yours, because instead of doing a tent and then rope, we're gonna say that you got canvas, bedroll, torches, rope, and 1 more item.
And then can I get like a things to make poison? Like a kit?
There's not a poison making kit, but
Okay.
there is like a cure poison kit, like an herbalism kit is what cures poisoning. Cure wounds does not cure poison.
Yeah, that's correct. Can't think of anything else.
Okay.
I'll get back
Kins,
to you.
what would Angrad be getting?
Andrea would also be getting a bedroll because
Okay.
I don't believe I have one of those.
Okay.
And she would be getting. What else does one take to adventure? She wouldn't know. I guess like
Oh, I
a
have a
tent,
shield.
but definitely one that has a bottom piece. Or I guess she has a bedroll, but like she doesn't want to be on the ground too much.
Okay, so small enclosed tent will take up 3 pieces. So you'd be getting a bedroll, and then tent would be 3 spots because you're getting a fancy tent.
So I'd have one more.
1 more.
If you're worried about not having something, like I have tinderbox, I have torches and stuff like that. So I don't think that should be a concern. I have a mess kit.
I can also create fire with my hands.
You can. So
So I think we're good on that.
She says casually with my hands, so.
yes, not all of us are magically inclined.
She's a magic woman.
I don't know.
For my 5th item, can I get a body chain? Like a waist chain? It's like. It is literally the necklace for your waist.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just getting a piece
Like
of
just
jewelry.
a chain?
It's just a
Like
little
a-
gold one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I give it to Angara. You can wear it under your clothes so you still feel fancy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you definitely also need to update. One of the things that I am keeping track of is how encumbered you guys are. Is Angerod automatically encumbered?
Seems like it.
If she carries anything.
It says encumbered, 0 pounds. Weight carried, 41. How is that? That doesn't make sense.
No, encumbered, like, once you hit a certain point, the encumbered weight is what slows you down.
Okay.
So I think it, like, says what our limits are on the actual sheet.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is her limit isn't on there.
Yeah,
Because,
it's...
like Temzin says, weight carried, 71. Encumbered, 255. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so you got a gold chain that you gave to Angerod. You got your tent, so canvas and rope. You got your bedroll, and you got your torches. Okay. Angerod has her fancy tent, her bedroll, and then one more thing that she'll get back to me on. What is Temzin getting?
Is it possible to get some type of like perimeter wire system that we could set up around our camp at night
You
that
can-
would alert us, like a string with like bells on it or something?
Spool of wire would be one, or spool of string, and then bells would be a second item.
I think that would be useful.
Alright, so that's 2 items.
Do we need a compass?
It might help.
I'll take a compass.
Okay, that's 3.
I don't get encumbered until I'm carrying 500 pounds of something, by the way.
I just keep handing my stuff off to
I'm
remember.
still thinking, so if there's other people that have their
Compass, are you doing wire or string?
Oh, like wire? You mean like a metal wire type
Like,
thing?
yeah, like spool of wire or spool of string?
I'll do like a spool of string.
I'll actually take one of those two.
Okay. So that's your last item, is the spool of string?
Angerod's carrying capacity is 210 pounds.
Alright, cool.
Damn, we fit AF.
Alright,
So I said,
you said compass,
String,
bell, string.
compass.
Oh, these are good ideas.
I need
Those
two.
Boy Scout ideas.
Yeah, they are. I was like, oh yeah, we need stuff to actually do things.
Adventure.
Temzin's lived on the street
Alright.
for a while, so he has ideas.
Alright, I'll come back to you while you
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Remember, what is Remember getting?
A net,
Okay.
canvas.
Ooh, good.
I think there's specifically a fishing tackle kit,
Okay.
so that.
Tackle box. Alright, so a net, tackle box, canvas, 2 more. Also, for Angrods, go ahead and add clothes common 3.
Oh,
I'm a commoner.
same thing, like a set of work clothes.
Okay. So you want a second, because right now on your thing it says closed common. You have one. So you want a second one?
Well, I figure like closed common is just like what.
Oh,
she's
like what you're already wearing.
like what she came with.
Okay. So then, remember went and got clothes?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll list those as fine clothes, because they were, like, tailored to her. Okay. So that is, I think that's only 4, though.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
I'm trying to think.
No, that's fine.
Temzin got a lot of good stuff.
You're getting really good stuff too, though.
Yay! Tons of good stuff. Another 50 feet of rope. So I
Okay.
have 100 feet in total.
Alright, sounds good.
Would it be possible to get a hammock?
Out of the net.
Canvas.
It would just be canvas?
It would be canvas,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna get canvas too. And then I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Canvas, anything that I don't know.
You have compass, bell, string, canvas.
Was that
Yeah.
gold out of the party fund or our individual funds?
It's up to you guys.
Party fund, individual fund.
Party fund? Question mark.
It's a gold a person? Or
Yeah.
gold altogether?
No, a
Have
gold a
that much?
person.
A gold a person.
Do we have that much?
Is it like 91 gold pieces?
Oh,
Yeah,
heck
we can do it out of the
yeah,
party fund. One more.
We are how the kids say ballin'.
If you guys want to think on it a bit more, then that's totally cool.
Alright, I might need to come back to that. But yeah, I should probably... I'm going to stop in at the temple one more time, and I'll probably get like a secondary set of clothing if they have some.
Okay.
Because Temzin just always wears his robe. And I might pick up like just a plain commoner's type of clothing, just some like basic trousers.
So you wouldn't really
and
have
shirt.
it at the...
Not the basic clothing.
Okay.
Like I'll probably pick up basic outfit, but I
Okay.
mean at the temple I'd probably pick up a secondary robe if they have something that'll fit.
Okay.
But I'll, if I can, I'd
Do
like
you
to
want-
get like just like some basic trousers and a shirt. And,
Okay, do you want that to be your 5th item then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Clothes coming.
Now let's go watch him go on a date.
We might have to pick that up next session.
No, we're gonna finish.
Everyone wants to watch you go on a date.
Alright.
Going on a date.
Alright.
Going on a date.
In
She
your
definitely
favorite
thinks
rocket
it's a
shit.
Star swipe. It's the silver needle lid. It is a quiet atmosphere. There's lovely harp music in the background, possibly a lute. And the men and women who are going among the tables to serve them are all dressed in a starched white and navy blue outfit. Not exactly a uniform, but they all complement one another.
Good.
This is the funniest shit.
Good. Oh, careful.
Is it everyone or is it just Temzin?
Oh, hell
Oh, no,
yeah.
we're all in
Whole
It's
party.
everybody. Like we all go to
Alright.
eat and get some like dinner.
Good.
We need a fancy meal our
So-
last night
I
here.
know, we just leave you, and then, like, Remember and I and Angrod are all, like, shuffling off, but, like, only a table away.
Everyone but Temzin knows that this is a date.
But, like, we won't let him sit with us, and he's, like, wondering why. But we're like, no, not with us.
So Temzin sees Lily sitting at a table, and she is dressed very nicely. Her hair is in like a neat braid that's like decorated with flowers, and she keeps sitting there and like straightening out her dress and everything as she's glancing around. And she sees Temzin walk in, and she straightens up a little bit, and then she sees the 3 of you walk in, and she looks confused and sits back in her chair a little bit, but she She lifts a hand and she waves a little bit.
Temzin, like, kind of just raises his hand and nods and, like, continues walking towards her.
Okay.
You guys following behind.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm walking with him, and then at the last second see where he sits down, and then like sit behind him at a different, like at the table as close as possible. But like pretend I'm going with him to sit down, and then I'm like, and I like snag both of them by their collars, and we all sit down at the opposite table.
Okay, so Temzin takes a seat, and Lily is kind of like very confused, and she's, "Are your friends not joining us?"
I don't know.
I saw you come in with them, so I wasn't.
Yes,
Sure.
we've just kind of been going around together today, getting our supplies before we leave tomorrow, and
Right.
we figured, heard it was good here, so we figured have one last good meal before we leave.
Oh,
The food.
all right. And she kind of, hello, and she waves to you guys, and she's.
Remember, looks like that gif of that bear.
Oh, all right.
They're all a bit peculiar.
Yep. All right. Did you want? Right. I was just going to start with some wine. If they're staying for supper, you said right. And she's
really
like,
know.
and she looks like she's about to like get up, and then like she like settles back down, and she's. So, did you like the rest of the market?
I did. Got to see quite a bit, and went to the fortune teller, oracle lady.
She was very strange, I thought.
Indeed. She could only say so much to me.
Oh, what did you ask her about?
Well, I wasn't really allowed to ask her about anything. But it was very entertaining. How did you go see her?
I did. I didn't understand what she was talking about, though.
Oh, what did she say?
She asked if I wanted my present or my future, and I said, of course, my future, because that sounded much more interesting. But then she was going on about various houses that I would see, and she kept talking about time like it was a person, and that was very confusing.
Yes.
So, the wine? Yes, we should wine. And she, like, flags someone down. What are Safine and Remember and Angron doing?
Why aren't we sitting with Temzin?
He's on a date.
Directly behind Temzin. He's on a date.
Temzin just kind of like it.
I don't understand. Why aren't we sitting with him?
Our god's deep in the wine menu.
Her nose is all the way squished in.
Samanye.
Fine. Do they not go on dates in Brilliant?
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like
Definitely not like this.
Well, like, how do you woo people in Brilliant then?
Oh, you defeat their enemies and you prove that you're capable in combat.
So you don't, like, go out to dinner or...
You bring dinner back, make it for.
But, like, what if you don't always want to get messy?
Where do you
And
get
Lily's
the
like,
food
yes,
from?
we'll take the red and the white. Yes, thank you.
I don't know, I just thought...
Where else are you going to get the food from? Your marketplaces are interesting, but like someone has to go get the food.
Temzin,
I'm not
did I understand?
No,
I
I'm
thought
not a
it
special
was.
Yeah.
Should we invite your friends to sit with us? I think I read this
They were
wrong.
making her uncomfortable. She wanted it to just be them.
Why does she want to do this?
I
with
don't
them?
think
you
so.
need to
I
know
think-
how their
I think
family
that they're
reacts when
okay.
you.
I'm gonna be stuck with them for a while, so I think it's okay.
Oh, all right.
It's just important to meet
Okay.
the community of the
That's-
person that you're going to be bonded with. You need to
Right.
know
I need
whether
to
or not
turn around
you
to
are.
them and be like,
I don't think that's how it works here.
"Can you guys go sit somewhere else?"
See, look at, we're embarrassing him.
Why are you embarrassed?
Embarrassing your son. You're
Come on.
chaperoning.
Come on. I like pick him. I'm like, come on. I'm trying to like pull over Remember's hand so she gets up. Come on.
And just, it's
And
important to
over.
know the community that you're going to be bonded with. You have to
wine
know whether or
and-
not they can provide for you. I just,
Angron, can you help me, please? Come on, help me lead her. Lead her this
I'm just
way.
saying, I don't understand why this has to be a solitary thing. It's important to be part of a community.
He just
Yeah?
asked us to move, that's why. Come on, come on.
You asked him. if he
Lily
was
is very
co-friends
tense
or-
right now. She's
Don't
Oh,
forget, you look great.
sorry,
Don't worry
sorry
about
about
it. Like,
that.
No,
I think
that's
I
alright.
misunderstood.
Sophia's
No,
at like
that's
a
alright.
45-degree
I
angle trying to
probably
push Remember some way.
Understood. That's fine.
Anyway, don't pay them any mind.
That's alright.
Yeah, Sophia's
So,
at a 45-degree
wine,
angle, like pushed up against
I
Remember to
don't
like try to
normally
push
drink
her out the
wine.
other way.
It's great. It's lovely stuff. Really, it's great. And then like as she just keeps going on about, wine is great, wine is, and they like come and bring a bottle of red wine, and she's like, this one, I ordered that one. That's a great wine, and I'm going to have some of it. And she
Absolutely.
like drains a glass
Oh.
immediately.
I'm actually a part of a monastery. I am a monk.
Oh, so I read this very right.
I thought he was gonna say I'm actually part-time.
No. What I meant to say was, one of the monasteries I visited was next to a grape vineyard, and it was very interesting to see the process of making the wine with the grapes.
Yes, I think you have a long day tomorrow.
Fix this.
Have a good
but
time
just
with your monastery.
Roll to be romantic.
Do something.
Do something.
I'm sorry. I've never done this before.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to give the wrong
Okay.
impression.
No, that's fine. Enjoy the wine with your friends.
Shut
and-
everything down. Remember goes to find the bard. Shut everything down. Remember goes to find the bard, slips him a silver, tells him exactly what to play, goes back up to the table, like where they're sending servers from, and tells them what to deliver to the table, and then just walks by Temzin and is like, stop talking. Just sit here and stare off into the silence. Okay? Just stop talking. Stop. Just hold still.
It's playing.
And Lily's like ready to bolt. Like she's been told
What
I'm
song
a
did you tell
monk
them to play?
in a
It's like-
monastery.
It's like, I don't, probably just like, accurate. It's one of those songs that like, everybody knows this is supposed to be a romantic song. They've been hearing it, like everybody knows this song. It plays all the time.
What is the saxophone song?
Careless Whisper. It's
Oh
Careless
my.
Whisper, but like Yoldy Careless Whisper that like they've been growing up with it. Like everybody knows that this is like oh yay, this is our like harvest time. Everybody's like, it's a great time song. It's a great time song. She just walked up to the bar and was like, play something that will fix this. It's like if you heard Careless Whisper, not Careless Whisper, that's it. Like if you heard My Heart Will Go On, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this song is. It's that kind of song.
You're probably still gonna need to roll persuasion to get
You're
her
gonna
to
need
stay
to roll
though.
persuasion, but like maybe with advantage.
I mean, at this
Lips
point, he's
for
just
your
very
life.
confused and doesn't know what to do, so he's...
Don't climb up, man. Don't climb up.
The first date of the campaign, and it crashes and burns.
Sophia's like, I need to find Mercy. Where is she?
We gotta fix this.
let's see here. He's not charismatic at all.
It's okay.
Maybe she'll find that charming.
We believe in you. We believe in you so much. What'd you get?
Nope, 7.
No.
Yeah. She like slips a silver onto the table for the wine, and she's
Oh my
it
God.
was lovely to meet you, Temzin.
Damn.
And
Don't
thank you
really-
for the earrings, and do have a lovely journey, and say hi to your monk friends. Have a good evening. And she like curtsies and runs out of the inn. And a couple people like glance over and they're like, one of them leans over and he's like, better luck next time.
Sophia
Maybe
just
don't
has
tell her you've never done this
her
before.
hand flipped over her face, and it's like,
Temzin just, actually picks up a glass of wine, and he doesn't really drink. And he goes and he sits down next to Sabine, and he's just like, takes a sip and just kind of doesn't really like it and puts it down, and then just kind of sits there, and it's just like quiet.
Well, that went great.
He just opens a small packet of tea.
They're
and
still
is like,
playing the romantic music.
Oh
The card was made to
no!
play.
The food all comes out at this time.
They see
Nobody's
the
even
Temzin.
at the
They
table.
see the Temzin has like moved tables, so they just bring the food over to you guys. You guys now have a lovely, elaborate, fancy dinner, a bottle of red wine, and some romantic music playing in the background.
Sabine just opens up a tea bag next to him and is like, gestures.
Oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
I take the silver that she left on the table, and I'm gonna put my own money down. And before we leave, I'm gonna leave that silver at her place of residence in an envelope with a red thread.
Okay, cool.
What do you do with the drug offering?
What?
Sophia's
I opened
offering
a
him
pouch of
tea.
drugs and it's
Oh,
like, eh.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
She just ties it back up and is like, alright.
So we close on this lovely, lovely day. The four of you sitting around a romantic dinner with romantic music and a very quickly dwindling bottle of red wine.
Yeah, that's on track. That makes sense.